Greetings. This is Proteus. I am about to start here. Just checking a few things before we get going. How are you all doing today? I'm saying all. This is the beginning of the stream. Nobody's here, but I'm saying hello anyway. I can actually just go ahead and put the game up on the screen. How about that? Cool. So we're playing City Skylines today. If you can't tell, I mean, it looks like you can probably tell by looking at the screen. But yeah, it's gonna take a second. I guess I can turn on game audio too. There we go. Nothing's really playing right now, but just checking a couple things. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done this on YouTube before. I mean, I've live streamed on YouTube before, not on this channel, but I do know what I'm doing more or less. That's not at all what I wanted to do. All these different things everywhere, trying to juggle. Okay, so I don't know exactly what we're gonna do today. I mean, I know I'm obviously gonna stream City Skylines. I'm gonna make a new city. I don't know exactly what my plan is for it, but oh, I guess I can clear that. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out something with Discord, but I'll deal with that later. We'll go new game, and we will just choose a map for this one. Actually, before we start that, I guess I should make sure all my stuff's still working on here because it has been a little bit. That is not. There we go. Making sure everything's on here. Bulldoze mod should be on. I changed my bulldoze mod, so yeah. Okay, and then we'll do we have all this other stuff on here. Find road Anarchy should be on. So this is why we check. All right, everything else. Okay. Top stepping, roundabout builder, blah, 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 blah. Smart intersection builder, let's have that on too. Turn on. I don't know why it takes a while sometimes. Hey. Hey. Thank you. Alright. Drive manager, blah, 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 blah. Everything's on. Cool. Ready to go. New game. So I don't know what we'll call this yet, but let's look. I want to try something that I have not done yet, which will either be something from Sunset Harbor or something from natural disasters, because those are my newest ones on here. I just got natural disasters. I didn't want it for a while, but then someone let me know that hey, it actually doesn't force you to have natural disasters on, but there is still some features you can get. So that sounded cool to me. I want right there. I don't. I've done this one before. That one's pretty fun. Swamplands, Enclave, Desert Oasis, Crater Falls. That looks kind of cool. Maybe we'll do that one. That one looks decent too. I'm taking this one. There's no what connection? No ship connection. So that's a problem. That's unfortunate. Okay, this one has everything. And more building area, and it's temperate. Okay. We'll do that then. Rockfield? I don't know. We can always rename it later, so I'm not really all that worried about it. So we'll just, let's leave that the way it is. Sound good? Sound good. Alright. Let's jump in. So, some people think it's lame to play with the infinite money on, but I am playing with infinite money on. There's a reason for that. I also have all the unlocks unlocked at the beginning, and that's also something that some people say is lame. But alas, it is not, because it means that I can have fun and build. This is about the design of the city, about designing something that looks really cool and functions really cool. My goal is still to remain in the green as much as possible, to be making money in the city. I don't just like lower the taxes to 0 and start building all kinds of expensive stuff all the time and run the city red just because we don't have actually have money. I still act as though we do, in the respect that I'm trying to keep the city profitable. It won't be at the beginning, that's for sure. But yeah. Anyway, that's the goal. I just like to keep the money free so that we can just have fun, do whatever. So while we're loading here, I'm keeping an eye on Discord because it's weird. It says that I'm streaming, but if I remove the link from my custom status, will it keep saying I'm streaming? It is. It went away before, but I think that's because I changed the name of my stream. Yeah, cool. It doesn't really matter. I just think it's kind of cool that it has that on there. Neat. Okay. Takes a while to load the first time, doesn't it? Come on, game. Alright, chat is open, by the way, so feel free to chime in, and I have it up. I can see what you're saying if you say anything. Talking to the one person who's in my chat, other than myself. But anyone, It's almost ready. Okay. What the heck? Hey, there we go. Ding. Megapolis. That was quick. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, so we're jumping on in here. Let's see. We've got this big open canvas here. See, it's not really connected to the ocean, is it? I mean, there is an ocean out there, but we don't have the chunk that it's connected to. What's this? Those flowers out there? Rocks? Where is that? Curious. Okay. So I just want to check real quick. If we go to transport and open up the ship tab, where are our shipping lines? It's way out there. So in order to actually be able to build the ship line, we're going to have to, yeah, this would work right here. So we're going to need that chunk out there. Does this work? Cannot connect to route. I just want to find one that works. Yeah, so right here works too. See where the only concern is out of city limits. The problem is that anything that's going to be one chunk off here is going to be unable to connect to the route. So, and we could maybe fix that by, oh, there we go, like right there. Just bring them through there. Okay, cool. We don't need a shipping route right off the bat, of course. So we'll jump back in here, try to figure out how we want to start the actual city. I usually start it with a roundabout, just my personal preference. So we will do that here too. They don't actually let you start the game with the roundabout if you don't have the if like the mod that I have that allows you to what the heck? Okay. To unlock everything at the start. But we will go ahead and put this right here. Alright. Use some of these that are in here, huh? It's been a little bit since I played. I do know what I'm doing, but it has been a little bit. I actually have an idea. Yeah. We are going to pop in a, I feel like that's probably pretty loud, right? It's pretty loud in my ears. So if I place a road here. I don't know, maybe I just have to turn down my mic because it seems like maybe... Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Okay. Because I'm watching the levels in OBS, so... Let's do transport. Let's pop in a... Not that. Not public transport hubs. Where? I swear it was under here. No, it was under roads. Yeah, it's I knew it was at the end of something. Okay. Two-way large toll booth. There we go. Wait, large toll booth is 4 lanes? Right? One, two, three, 4. Yeah, so the regular toll booth... Is this a 2-way? Yeah. The regular one, does that have 3? No, that has 2. So, what we're going to do here... That's fine. We will connect these roads with 3-lane highways. Like so. And see, this is the kind of thing, this is why I have some mods here, right here. So, like that. Anarchy is very nice. I wish my Discord overlay would not show up while I'm streaming. I like having it on, but I would not like it on while I'm streaming. So I'll just turn it off for right now, and I'll go back and turn it on later. Discord's like really messed up with YouTube, I think. It's having problems recognizing that I'm on unless I put the link in the as my status, which is interesting. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is start. Sorry, I'm totally distracted. That's not good streaming at all. So the way I do this, first of all, I don't want people coming into the city and turning right around. Like this lane here wants to automatically turn around. So what we're going to do, well, not that one. Actually, we'll do that one too. But we're going to start with this one. So I'm going to make it so if you're in this lane, you have to go here. if you're in this lane, you have to go here, and if you're in this lane, you have to go here or here. The reason why I'm giving that lane the option, that's the fast lane, so we'll give them 2 options here to keep this lane moving faster. Eventually this will be a 4-lane road, I believe, so that it's nice and easy to come in here, but I need to unlock that other chunk before I do that. So on the way out, we don't want them turning around and coming back in. I mean, we could allow that, but I don't really want the traffic to take up that, so I want to do the same thing here, where, well, this one's actually going to be a little annoying, isn't it? Because we're going to have to take these 2 lanes. Yeah. So, I forget how to do this. Like, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. There's a command in there that will allow you to remove one segment. Oh, that's right. You trace the existing segment. That's right. So we're going to have the fast lane have a dedicated fast lane. We are going to have this second lane have dedicated to that one. And then these 2 in the slow lane are going to merge together into that lane. And it's going to be a little bit messy, but it'll be fine for a while, and we can come back and fix it when we need to. Eventually, by the time we need to fix that, we'll be able to fix it by making this road wider. And I'll actually do the same thing here. I think it's Shift S, Control S. There it is, to make it so that everyone stays in their same lanes right there. I don't want people changing lanes right before they come over there. I actually want to do the same thing here and here, so that people will pick their lane earlier on. We can even also do it here. It'll just force people to choose their lane earlier, and that'll keep traffic going through smoother. So once they've gone through this toll booth here, they will come through and we'll do a roundabout afterward. Is Anarchy still on? It says, oh, that's Prop and Tree Anarchy. Anarchy's off. So why are you letting me put a roundabout right in the middle of my other road? It's a little bit unusual. Okay, we're gonna do that like that. Well, like that. Let's see if that works. Alright, so take that like wow. I wish that would look a little bit cleaner, but because this is probably going to be pretty ugly. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but we'll make it work. And these should probably be wider, but yeah, like that. I just don't necessarily like the idea of cramming 4 lanes even into 2 lanes, and then having those 2 lanes go here when there's only 1 lane that's not included in that. It's a little bit not great, you know. So, whoop, why'd you do that, game? Okay. Make this look a little bit prettier. I mean, it's not symmetrical, but stuff like that does bother me, but I'm going to pretend like it doesn't. Okay, so the next task here, and I usually don't go through and work on these roads immediately after doing this, but we'll do, you go here, you go to that same lane, and then we'll just merge these in 2s like this, which is, again, not ideal, but we'll check it out. If we need to make this a 4-lane road, we can. It's just, this is a 3-lane roundabout, so we'd also have to make that a 4-lane roundabout, and then it would probably have to be even bigger than 4 lanes so that it has lanes that just go through and are uninterrupted by those. So it's a little bit irritating. The more important intersection is going to be this one right here to control traffic a little bit, because this guy, you're going to go right there, you're going to go right there, and this guy is going to go straight through. And you see, this is what I'm going to do right here, actually. I'm going to do some in the words of Biffa here, who I watch, lane management, or lane mathematics. is what he calls it, and I love that. So we're going to take this down to 2 lanes. Anarchy, thank you. All right. So, again, that's 4 total. So this really should go down to 1 lane, but maybe we can try that. Why not? Hey. Okay. It's kind of weird to have a roundabout go all the way down to 1 lane when it's a 3-lane roundabout, but I think that this will work smoother. It'll allow this traffic to just keep going through. At the beginning, it's not going to matter, and it's totally possible that I'm doing something here that's going to be absolutely catastrophic and awful, but I can always come back and change it if I need to. So that will prevent those people from changing lanes. There's also, there's a node in the middle here, so we're going to do one of those there. Why is there, I mean, I guess it makes it, there's a node here, like, what are you going to do? You're going to go, like, straight through, right? There's no, there's no point, really, for that node. Whatever. So, once they go through the roundabout, this is no longer a perfect circle because of what I modified on it. I didn't brace it correctly, so that was my bad. I could maybe fix it a little bit, but I'm not actually too concerned about it. So, next we will have a big old boulevard coming out right here, right on the node. Where's my 90 degree? There it is, right there. And I do want that to be 3 lanes because it's going to be a main road. But let's bring this all the way out here. Okay, so I will actually upgrade this right now to a 4-lane roundabout. Which means it's going to go back to being a 2-lane. Come on now. A 2-lane, that part. Which unfortunately means you have to go back and redo these again, but whatever. It doesn't take that long. I actually really love this kind of stuff. This is, right now, this is modded stuff that I'm doing, the node snapping. This is Traffic Manager, President's Edition, TMPE. And I love it. It needs to be in the vanilla game, honestly. Traffic is a big part of this game, and they need to make controls for it a little bit better. So now this node in the middle is actually important to do this, so that people aren't changing lanes in the middle there and slowing things down. And we'll check later to make sure that still works. But that allows us now with this 3-lane here. I will say you have to go into this lane. You have to go into this lane. And obviously this one's going to go straight on. But and these two are going to go like that. But I'm debating, like obviously again this one's going to go in like that. But I might let this lane, in addition to going to the side, I might also let them go straight. Thinking about it. Just for traffic flow purposes. Yeah, we'll allow that to go both directions. That might be a mistake. But we'll risk it. Alright, so right now this is not important. There's no reason to have a roundabout if you're just going through to one road, but eventually there will be roads coming off the sides here. So, I mean, I can actually go ahead and do that right now. So what we'll do is we will have a road like, not a one-way. We'll do a small one like this. No, not upgrading. Going straight off. That's 83 degrees. Can you snap to 90, please? No? Alright. And then on this side, go like that. And that's not straight. No. See, the thing is about this snapping, why are you going underground? Is that, it doesn't always work. Like right here, this, I guess it's because my roundabout is not perfectly straight, but there we go, let's just do that. Sometimes you gotta mess with things a little bit. Yeah, that would be straight right there. That's not straight either. I feel like I'm losing my mind. That is definitely not straight. It does. It's because the intersection is not a perfect shape. I get it. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Fine. Let's just go like this then. It's more straight, so that'll be fine. Okay. So now that I have these two side roads, what I'm actually going to do is take this one, and I'm going to turn it into a two-lane gravel road. There we go. And it's not necessarily for it to be a, it is not necessarily necessary. It's a little bit redundant. But this is going to be a utility road. So on this road, we will put power and not water, because water needs to go on the water. Where is the water flowing, by the way? Right, it's going to go out to sea, so it's flowing this direction. So we'll want our upstream water right here, and our water treatment plant for the sewage to go right here. Alright, so that will mean then that we'll need to connect those. So I like to put pipes right down the middle of roads, just makes things a lot easier. Connect the sewage up. Can I get something that's like mostly? There you go, 90 degrees. Not that it really matters, you won't see that all that much anyway, but okay, water's hooked up. Now the water's going to need power. So we will also do that. But one of the things I like to do, also just because I have unlimited money and I can afford to just do this right off the bat, is to get the water situation covered for the entire unit that I have available to me, like that. Let's do like that. Can we do a straight 90-degree angle? Can. This little section right here can go away. Okay, so we'll connect water. Do this is kind of boring. Water, 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 water. What are you thinking I would do without water in the city? It would be not good. Much like that one. I apologize. Okay, water's connected. I guess this area should need some water too, but I don't. Whatever. Connect that. Doop. Doop. Get a little bit less serious with it, because this area is only going to have a few things in it probably anyway. There's not really much space here. Hey, thank you. And hey, funky looking little water pipes here. All right, the next thing is going to be power. So usually when I start off in power, so usually I would put down a air turbine. It's nice when the roundabout has a lot of like high wind in the middle of it, because I like to put my wind turbine in the middle of it. But there's some good water, some good wind all over this city, just mostly over the water here. I could put something here, but instead I will put this pretty little thing right here. Cool. Unpause. Go find. Oh, I guess you're not gonna turn. You're not gonna find your air because there's nothing connected to you yet. But, or it will anyway. Whatever. All right. Power. I've got the power. Yep. I wish this would connect. Are you gonna connect? Will you be nice and connect? Let's see. Nope, it's not connected. Is that enough? Uh-oh. Let's move the entire node, please. Thank you. Yeah, you're gonna go right there. I know, cheats, hacks. Raise you up a little bit, like that, like so. Alright, and the same here. We'll move this one just so it looks a bit better. Like, we don't need to, it'll still function. I just like things to look a little bit more realistic, so that's better to me. Alright, let's actually get started now with some of the actual, we're now losing $1,602 per week. Tragic. Okay. Trash would be good, but we should probably start off by getting some people in this city, huh? I don't really know where I want to put the people. That's the problem. I don't really want to put them on the main commercial strip because that creates a lot of traffic when you have them on the main entrance to the city. So we won't do that. We'll do... You can live right next to the sewage plant instead. That'll be fun. Just kidding. Okay. Like that. Some nice beachfront housing, maybe? Oceanfront housing. Aha. Beautiful curvy road. Alright. Although this is a problem. I foresee that. That's less than pretty, but whatever. If they don't like it, they don't have to live there. Let's take then our 2-lane roads off the side. Let's just do straight ones, please. I'm actually going to use this road as a guide. I don't want all these roads coming off of this one, but I want to use it as a guide. So there we go. Okay. Create that. Can we turn off node snapping, please? Hey, and Anarchy. Make a really weird intersection here. Oh, gross. The game was like, no, I don't want to do an intersection at that angle. I mean, I don't blame you. That is a pretty awful angle. Let's fix that real quick. Let's turn these back on. We can just snap you in like that. All right. That's great. Some little side roads like that. They look kind of weird, but they'll look better when there's actually houses on them. Okay, and then let's connect it to the main road right here as well. Okay, so now we can start putting in some houses. Let's do... Oh. Okay. Houses will go in here. Like so. Okay. Nice oceanfront dwellings here. Let's actually just draw all this in. Move in. Please move in. Okay. Cool. There will be... Should we speed up a little bit? Speed time up a little bit. Welcome, residents. I know it's raining right as you're moving in, but that's fine. The Umber residents. Nobody lives there yet, but they should come down the road soon. Cool. This person's got a little, like, a little porch, not porch, a little umbrella over their table. I used to have one of those in my old house. Nice swing. They must have a lot of kids in this house. Oh, I can hear noises already. There's already people. I don't see them, but I hear them. Where are you? I hear there's like the noises of children playing, but there's no children on the streets. That's a little ominous. There are 152 people living in the city already. That was quick. Alright. Where... Let's build some commercial on the main strip so they have somewhere to go. We'll do commercial zoning like that. Let's just go this far for now. Build, build, build. Let's do it. Oh, these guys are not going to have power, are they? Oh, they should. Yeah, cool. Because of this one little tower right there. That's convenient. Alright. Yeah, I don't like the way this looks. These kind of roads are more realistic. They kind of look like, you know, a little bit like cul-de-sacs, but not perfect. What are you complaining about? Oh, you guys are complaining because you don't have power. Got it. Okay. Well, now you do have power, so you can stop complaining. What do we got here on this main strip? Neighborhood shop. All this called neighborhood shop, huh? Let's get in like nice and close here with my third person mod here and see what's going on. Go nuts, donuts. $2.49. Marketplace. Yakisoba. I love looking at these buildings. It's so fun. Big bite. Makes your stomach full. What does that sign say? Oh, get your stomach full. It's not the highest resolution thing ever, but it works. Pennies. It's like Denny's, but not. Okay. There's a squirrel on top of this building. It's another donut shop. So let me get this straight. This is the entirety of our city's commercial zoning right here. And there are 2 donut shops. I guess this is not a donut shop. It just has an ad for the donut shop on the side of it. Okay, that's fair. And this is... I have an ad for the restaurant that's a couple units down. Cool, cool. Silent Bob's Real Estate. Okay, sparkly unicorn jewelry. That's quite the brand right there. They've got another sign here, and another big bite one. Sally's. Well, I don't know what Sally's sells. There's another Penny's. It must be a popular restaurant. There's 2 of them, like, really close to each other. Anyway. Fall in Dental. Okay. Pop Soda. Not the greatest name ever. Koi Fish. That looks like a, is it like a Panda Express? I don't know. There's another Big Bite. Wait a minute. Isn't there a Big Bite like right across the street from you? Ooh, camera's not looking. Well, no. It's pretty close. Where's my mouse? Okay, it's all the way over there. Okay. Things are bustling now. Let's go back to 1x speed here. Slow things back down. How's the roundabout working? It's working great. Look at all the hot dog trucks. I'm glad that this city has enough hot dog trucks, because, you know, you can never have too many hot dog trucks. Stop. Watch. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Crazy drivers. Alright. They're leaving. There's a donut truck. Here comes another donut truck. Where's he going? He's going to the general store. Let's follow him. Like, those lane changes are just insane. He's gonna tip over his car if he's not careful. And now he's leaving again. Oops. Stop following you. Okay, so now that we have that going, we can start with some industrial, because we have a ton of industrial demand. The problem is, I really don't like how dirty industrial is. So, we can put it... skipped frames due to encoding lag. Uh-oh. Let me know in chat if this is getting a little bit, if it makes you, if you get any encoding or any other kinds of issues and stuttering or whatever. So we will do a couple things. First of all, trash. We will put an incinerator. Actually, let's put a recycling plant because that's cleaner. Recycling plant. And right next to, well, at the end, we'll put an incinerator. No, we will not, because that river's right there. If the ground pollution reaches the river, it's going to get in the water supply, and that will be bad. So what we'll do instead is we'll run this dirt path. Will that leave enough side zoning? Oh yeah, that's fine. We're going to run this all the way back to the mountain back here. Good. And you're like, hey, I don't have a road anymore. I know. Go here instead. See that range? I mean, that's the pollution range is, and the noise pollution range are both out from the river. Okay. I mean, I guess I could. I'm gonna pause my video playback on YouTube because I don't need to watch it over there. That might help a little bit with the lag. My computer's just having a little bit of trouble because this game takes a lot of resources. So also streaming at the same time is a little much. All right. You need power? Of course you do. Which also means, of course, that you're going to need power. Oh, wait, no, you generate power. That's right. The incinerators generate power. Okay. So let's hook that up and actually use that power. Of course, you're out of city limits, whatever. Okay. Power lines aren't pretty, but they'll go away as the city fills out more. So industrial will go down here. We'll start off industrial on... Actually, I don't know that I want to start them off on dirt roads, because eventually they're going to go up to these industrial roads. Yeah. And does that change... No, actually that works. Cool. Neat. So we will go like that. Make another road there. This hill apparently is causing some troubles for zoning, but whatever. I don't actually really care very much about the industry zone. Why am I underground again for the... Oh, I pressed V, that's right. The underground bulldoze tool by accident there. Alright. That'll be good. That'll be good. I approve. Okay. So we'll start popping in then this industry along here. Oh, but I can't go too close to that. So that'll be a little bit unfortunate. I'm actually going to move this recycling plant down here since this is something that will not... Oh, it will pollute. Dang it. Okay. So this corner just might not be able to have anything in it. We'll see. Yeah. And this place is being burgled. So we will put in a police station. Let's just use the regular police station for now. And then I'll need another one. Oh, my goodness. Okay. No electricity availability. Let's put in another one of these. On this side. That'll work then, because we can actually go ahead and do that. Drinkety thing there. And, okay. Reconnect that to power. Cool. So now we have enough electricity, but these guys are still complaining about burglaries. So we will put a police station. Let's put it right on the main road right there. Well, on this side road is where I prefer to put it. There we go. Nope. Can you let me put this on here, please? Thank you. Right there. Police station. Now go get them, coppers. Look at that angle for that police station. It's not great, but... There go the patrol cars. Sooner or later, we'll start hearing those annoying sirens. It always happens. Okay. Next, we'll put in, yeah, we'll put in a hospital, or I mean a neighborhood clinic, whatever. Put that there, or do I put the fire there? I think I'll put the fire there. Assuming that it fits. I don't know that it will. Yeah, it won't. So we'll put this here instead. Neighborhood clinic, or not neighborhood clinic, right? Medical clinic, whatever. There is a medical neighborhood clinic in there somewhere too. Last one is the fire department. We'll put that in right there. Sure. Will that reach everyone? No. Well, that's unfortunate. Fine. That will reach everyone. Let's put you in like right on the... There we go. Right there. Sorry for that one house that just got demolished. Alright. So, okay. So now we've got that all situated. Let's get a bus line going. We don't really need one yet. Our city's not huge. But, are we already out of power again? Good grief. I know wind power is not exactly enough to sustain the city at the beginning. So, that'll be enough for now. I'll actually go ahead and put another one in there first. And... got a little bit of residential demand, but this area still has openings for residential. So if they've got residential demand, they will build residential. That's how I see that. Let's actually put some districts down here too while we're thinking about it. Paint this district on there. Coleridge District. Alright, I want to see it in chat. What should this district be called instead of Coleridge District? I also need a name for the city. I've got some ideas, but I'll use chat too if you guys have got any ideas. Should you clarify which one you're talking about too, if you care if it's the district or the town name. Oh, saving. Auto save. All right. Okay, I'm going with it because I like it so much. Oof district. Or like I was gonna do something like blank, like estates or something like that. So or like blank coastline, or I don't know. How does oof estates? Does that work? I'll change it if you want it to be oof district, but I think oof estates. That's funny. Okay, and then we'll have, let's see. This will be another district right here. I'll actually move that all the way down the street like that. So I'll need another name for that, and then also a cool name for the city as well. And then one more district over the industrial zone here. It's messing with my perfect line on the side of Umber Park there, but whatever. Okay. The lines don't ever really matter in, like, they don't need to be perfect unless you're looking in this menu a whole lot. That's the only time you see it. But I like things to look good, so. Robin District. I will temporarily call this the Smog District. Because it's the industry. And then I'll call this the just the shopping district for now until I get something more oof turf, oof block. Is that for the residential area? Let's see. I gotta pick something here. Let's see which one. That's a nice little condominium right there. Here, look at this little tiny home. The middle residence. You are now the oof residence. Congratulations. I'm having fun with these names. Okay. Alright. I just decided I should actually properly save this, just in case. Is that what this is going to be called? The duck department? Oh. Sure. Cool. Still more demand for industrial, so we'll pop some more of that in here. I don't want to get too close to the river. I'm a little nervous about that. But we can also start putting it in right in this middle block here. Well, I don't know. Because this power line is going to cause a problem here. I'm hoping that I can get this all the way to the end without it polluting the water. Because if it pollutes the water and it gets into the water intake, we are going to be in some serious trouble. But this means now I can take this power line. Oop, power line, thank you. And I can move it like that. And like that. And like that. And then once that builds all the way out, then I can connect that, and that will allow, yeah, and that will allow me to erase this one. Cool. I actually could just do it straight to here. But whatever. And connect further. I guess for now I'll do this. Anarchy. That's a good name. I like Eagle Estates. The problem is there's no more estates at the moment. Unless this was to be the oof district over here, because it's smoggy and gross and disgusting. We could do that too. I'll have to decide if that's what we want to do with it. Wow, industrial demand is through the roof. Let's do... Yeah, good one too. We could do that. I could build actually houses on the beach. It seems like a bad idea in real life anyway. It's not, I mean, it's fine in this game, but connect. Is that not acceptable? Whatever. Okay. Let's get started with bus depot. Actually, let's do a junction. Public transport hub. Let's do there we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Bus, inner city bus. Yep. So we can get some, oh, wow, that's huge. Okay. Um, ooh, look at how, oh, does that fit? No, there's a road right there. I don't know what's going on with this Anarchy stuff. I have Anarchy turned off, don't I? No, it's on. Okay. Makes sense. Never mind. So that means this won't fit here. Yeah, because there's a road right there. I could put it right here, but that is absolutely massive. Sorry, all you buildings. We need a massive bus complex smack dab in the middle of town. That's what you get. Okay. It would have been better on this side, but whatever. Let's think here. For this road, yes. Bus lanes. Everybody needs bus lanes, especially on the main strip here. All right. So the bus lanes are cool because the bus, the taxi, and the emergency services will all use them. Like there's a police car in the bus lane. And now this guy is also using that because it's a turn lane. So we'll have to go in there and tell him to knock it off. Let's see. Oh, wait, that's because it knocked off these restrictions. Okay. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? How do I want to do this? We'll tell you to go either straight through or here. You can go here. You can go here. And this lane can go here. That will mean like this lane can only be full of people who are not buses or taxis. And as you can see there, that car is disobeying the rules completely. Which is why I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do here. Let's delete that actually. Let's go in here. So we'll say this lane can go to either of these. That way, if you're a bus or a taxi, you can go into that lane. Otherwise, you're going to the other one. You will go right here, and you will go straight on, and you will go straight on. And then that way, this lane can go here. This lane can go here, and this lane can go here. And that might be dumb, but we'll see. Why are all these cars in my bus lane? Okay. Well, let's do vehicle restrictions right now and just check that out. So, yeah. I get it. So no cars in that lane, no trucks in that lane. We will allow buses, taxis, recycling / trash, and emergency vehicles can all use that lane. But cargo trucks and other people cannot use that outside lane because it says bus and taxi right on it. Like, you'd think that maybe you could just use your brain a little bit, but whatever. Shift, click. Where was that middle selection that I just had? Oh, apply. There we go. I'm not familiar as much with this aspect of the mod right here. Apply restrictions to entire road. There we go. Cool. So now these cars will not park there. It's interesting that they consider this a parking lane. It's kind of tiny, but whatever. Okay, so I don't see any inner city buses yet. My guess is there's not a lot of tourists that want to visit yet because there's not a lot to visit. But we will start up our own bus line here. Oh, bus depot. Yes. Bus depot. Where's the biofuel bus depot? There it is. We'll put that over here, which made a little tiny lag spike for some reason. Alright, and then we'll go make a bus line. So this bus line will start right. This is the inner city buses back here. Yeah, so you're going to go in right here. And then you're going to go over here. Well, let's have you go all the way down here, actually. You'll stop here. 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 Does that connect through? It does. But it's a little bit awkward. So we'll have them connect here, 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 and go right on back. Well, no, we'll have them stop like... I don't really want them to stop on the main road because they don't need to, so they can just go through here. But that means they have to go all the way to the end of the road and turn around, which is less than ideal, but we'll do that. So there's our bus line number 1. For our next one, I will do right there. We'll do the same thing. We'll go all the way down to the end. They'll share this station, except for that they'll skip that one. It'll just go here, and it'll go off onto this road right here. And we'll share this stop and this one, and then it'll go back into there. Alright, so now I've got those 2 lines designed. I will actually go into the line menu, which is, Tim will remember in a second. Just need a moment. Yes, under here, under public transport. There it is. Okay. Buses, bus line 1, coastline, loop, and then this will be coastline sub loop. So, and we'll make sure these are using biofuel buses. They are. So this main one will be blue, and we'll make this other one like a lighter blue maybe. Or I'll just make this one a darker blue so there's more of a difference between the two. There we go. Alright, so now we can see both of the bus lines and how they separate here. They've got their respective colors so we can keep track of them. And where are the buses? What are you? You're a tanker truck, oil truck. Alright. Oh, all the buses for some reason are going down here. You having trouble? Where are you, what made you think that would be a good idea? I mean, not that it really matters, I guess, but the buses are just going to be a little bit late. There's a lot of buses, and they're all in a line. Like, I wish the game wouldn't do that, but whatever. Because now they're all going to be backed up, but whatever. There's the second line's bus right there. What we can actually do is go in and... the coastline loop has 7 vehicles. We don't really need that many right now. So we will go down to 5. And for this coastline sub loop... Was that the one that I set? Yeah, the sub loop only needs like 3. No, 3. Thank you. And then the main loop will have 5. Eventually I will need to up those numbers so they can carry more, because each bus can only carry 30 people. Iguana industry. Okay, that works. I wonder where what idea came from. That's in chat right there. Iguana industry. Just random iguana. That works. Look at this. What the heck? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Collision. He's like, I'm tired of waiting. I'm just going to drive right into this bus. No big deal. Oh. Oh, what a disaster. This guy's like, screw that mess. I'm going to the city. Going to the residences. I'm not waiting in that line. Oh, that's just weird. At least this other line that we also have has its own stop right there. Is there any intercity buses yet? Nothing back here. I want some guests. I mean, I don't blame them. There's nothing interesting to do here, but let's make something interesting to do here. How about that? Should we just plop in a skyscraper in the middle of the city? Yes. No, that doesn't. It's too early for that. But we could put something in like a zoo. Ooh, I love the zoo. The zoo is like my favorite thing. Okay. in real life and in the game. Space already occupied? By what? What is that? Oh, the police station. Yeah, bulldozing a police station is not usually a good thing to do. But we can move it to the other side of the street. Yes, good. How's power doing? We're doing all right on power for now. The entrance to the city actually doesn't look that bad already. Coming across the bridge, and there's just a bunch of wind turbines right here. Eventually, we'll switch over to a solar updraft tower because those are my favorite. I think they're not as good as the nuclear towers, or nuclear plants, but the nuclear ones are just dangerous if your people aren't very educated. It's what? 640 megawatts of power, and it costs 1,920 cubic meters of water. Is there enough geothermal power in the city to power that? I don't even know. But the solar updraft tower is my absolute favorite. It has, it takes way less water, but 240 megawatts. Yeah, so it's not as good as the nuclear power plant, but the nuclear power plant takes a lot of water to cool it, and if your workers aren't smart, then you can run into some serious problems. I could also use one of these ocean thermal energy plants. But yeah, solar updraft towers are what I usually go for. But for right now, we don't need one of those. We'll be fine with the wind towers. Oh, the wind turbines. I just like the way those look. Okay. Yeah. So something touristy to bring people into the city. A bouncy house. It's kind of ridiculous that's a thing, but whatever. Okay. Bouncy house. It's like, sorry, sir, but we're gonna have to reclaim your property and demolish your house. What possibly could you be building that's so important that you have to demolish my house? We are gonna put a bouncy house and a play structure here, and 4 benches. So, and whatever that thing is. What is that? Oh, it's one of those little carousel things. And there's a seesaw. And the bouncy house is in motion, even though I don't think there's anyone in it. Yeah, ghost bouncy house. There's nobody in it. Is there anyone using the park? Yeah, visitors? 0. But the bouncy house sure looks active. That's a little bit creepy. Oh, here they go. Some people are going to the park. Ashlyn Chapman is an uneducated adult. She's apparently uneducated adults like bouncy houses. I don't know. I don't know why I'm typing out stuff in chat instead of saying it to chat. Excellent question. Would you prefer I do that? What was missed? Let's see. What did I do in the last 5-ish minutes? I put down this massive intercity bus hub. It's a local bus in the front and intercity buses in the back. I have no control over the intercity buses. They show up on their own when tourists want to visit. So far none of those. But here we've got our regular buses going around the city. Here's a trash truck. No, stop. You're literal trash. There you go. Get out of here, literal trash. I hear an electric car. Humming away. Alright. We should probably put some parks in here to raise land value. I can also... Let's see. This with grass instead of parking lanes. That does raise land value. I could also just put trees on this, but people are parking there, so we'll allow it. Poor trash. He's a trash truck. What am I supposed to call him? I don't want to intersect with this road because there's already an intersection there. So, sorry guys that are living right there. We are going up. Moving on up. A lot of houses get demolished for the greater good of this city. Alright. I also just really like bridges, so we're going to put a bridge there. Let's see. Can I disable node snapping and will you go... There you go. Anarchy. Anarchy off. That is a very close intersection, I realize that. What I'm going to do here is actually delete those segments and redo the bridge like that. So it'll be perfect. A wonderful litter disposer. It is a wonderful litter disposer. That could be a name for another one, but I don't see any other ones right now. There we go. Speed things up a little bit. Follow this bus around the city. This bus needs a name too. You're welcome. Oh. Why not? Sorry, I needed a little bit of water there. Alright. Bussy McBus face is going that way. Mr. Bus is going this way. Let's follow the bus here. I just love the way this looks. Like, first of all, this street is very, very busy. A lot of cars parked on the street. Like, I guess they don't have driveways. I mean, even with a driveway, sometimes you have to park on the street. I get that. I have a driveway and I park in the street. But what's the elephant for in chat? Is that a reference to my zoo? Oh, wrong emoji. Okay. That does remind me though, I was gonna put down that zoo and then I totally forgot. What are you? General store. Sally's. What's this one right here? There we go. Ah, it was an accident. Accidental elephants. Sometimes they just happen. Okay, so now we've got a lot of demand going, so I really need to get back to working on this street here. Let's just take this all the way to the end, and then we'll connect it to the main road right there. And we will go further. I'm going to try to be a little bit more realistic with this neighborhood, because most of the time neighborhoods are not going to be connected to the main road like that. I mean, they will be at some point, obviously, but the idea here would be to connect like this, for example. And then have this neighborhood be like its own predefined unit. That's just more realistic. And I'll make sure there are multiple ways to get in and out of this area. Let's do this. Oh, the nodes aren't matched up, so this isn't going to be perfect. Yeah, never mind. I didn't properly use my nodes. Let's just do that. Okay, so this street in the middle doesn't have a connection, but we'll make it a connection. Let's put one right here. And another one right here. No, that doesn't need one. But we'll put one right there. Cool. Now, We'll connect this to the main area over here. So there's more than one way in and out of the neighborhood. And then we'll just set them loose. How about that? See if people will start moving in. There we go. What was the purpose of what? The design of this area, or what? Oh, power. Ah! They're complaining. They say, I wanna use my stove. Give us power. Oh, the purpose of not connecting the middle. This part right here? Yes. So the reason why I'm not connecting that is because the nodes are too close. So if I was to connect this road like this, the game would let me, but that puts two intersections right next to each other. So it slows down traffic and it'll back up intersections and it just causes a mess. It might be fine if the street's not that busy, but it could still cause a problem. Now I could also do this and just turn the road sideways, but just for like, I don't know, just I'm not doing that for the sense of visual appeal, I guess. I could do that. Would demolish that house right there. It just also wouldn't look all that good. It's also just more realistic. Not every road's going to be connected everywhere in the modern grids. So it's okay to have some little cul-de-sacs. That's not technically a cul-de-sac. You can get mods that let you put a cul-de-sac at the end, a little bubble. But I think that's fine like that. Yeah, so I could connect the middle. I could, but I'm choosing not to. This area here, I will use that name that was recommended earlier. I will call this Eagle Estates. I could move the intersection over. I could. Maybe I will. We'll see. It's like neighborhoods are not perfectly designed. I mean, like they don't all look absolutely brilliant. So it's not a huge deal. But yeah, I can. I would like it if this was a crisp line, but it's fine if it's not. Okay, we'll cut that off right there. This needs to be a little bit out more though. I'm tired of trying to create straight lines with this thing, so we're just gonna cut it down and then extend it where we need to. Okay. Okay, so the whole point of creating these districts is kind of moot if you don't actually do anything with them. So, oh, someone's being burgled. Who's being burgled? Quit your burgling. Oh, down here. They were being burgled, but they're not anymore. The policeman got him. Oop, let's not demolish anything. Let's just pause. There we go. You got a criminal in your car? Or you do. Someone trapped a burglar. But I don't know anymore. Okay. So, as far as police is concerned, yeah, there's not really good police coverage in our new neighborhood, so we will plop down this guy right there. Fire as well. So yes. No what? Just saying I really should just move this intersection over. I mean, I can. Oh, they got away. They got away. Oh. Go get him, copper. Yep, this guy's got a police. He's got a criminal in his car. Wow, he is really moving. Oh, I'm still on 3x speed. Oops. Okay. This is his actual speed. He's still going pretty quick, especially for a neighborhood. Oh. Now he's got two criminals in the car. Oh, there they go. They loaded the criminal in the car, and then they got out of the car, and then came back. That was a little bit weird, but whatever. Okay. They only have room for one more criminal in the car, but they're returning to the police station, so they're fine. All in a day's work. Stream delay at 20 seconds. The stream delay should be roughly around 10 seconds, but it's possible there's more because it's a game. So it's using more system power here or whatever. Why did he drive into a lamp? Because the AI in this game is stupid. It's kind of ridiculous the way they act. Yeah, they're just dumb. They'll do a lot of stupid stuff, like the buses driving into each other earlier. I don't know if you saw that, but the buses like to drive into each other. Yeah. So... Oh, I don't have a bus to the industrial area. Oops. I meant to do that earlier and I totally forgot. Okay, so you are gonna go... We'll, yeah, you're gonna go to the recycling plant right there. And then you're gonna go down here. Right here. And right here. And then we'll just follow that pattern back. Now, there's no industry here yet. I understand that. Well, actually, I'm going to put a stop right here instead. That's pretty close, isn't it? That's fine, though. That way I can just match it up here like that. Oh, that's not perfectly lined up, but that's fine. Okay. We'll just do that instead. Alright, and then on the way back, we don't need to stop there. We'll just go right there. Alright, so this new one will be called Industrial Shuttle. And we'll make that like a more like industrial color, I guess. I don't know. And we'll make that a daytime only loop. I think I have daytime disabled, the day-night cycle disabled because it hasn't gotten dark here yet. I can actually turn that on. Gameplay. Where is that? Use day-night cycle. There we go. Alright. It's not fine. What's not fine? The fact that those don't line up? Oh, those are industrial buses. They're off. Line details. There are 9 buses on this line. Let's reduce it down to 5 for... or yeah, 5 is good for right now. We don't need all that many. What are you doing here? Oh, returning to depot? Well, the depot's over here. So you could just drive in here like normal and then go to the depot. You don't have to go all the way around the loop. This is what I was saying earlier about the AI being dumb. Well, industrial color. I don't know. I mean, I was going for like a brown. It ended up being more like a gold, but... these buses are all like trying to get past this guy because he's going super slow. They should all be going the same speed, but... Also, all these buses on the dirt here is not great. I just like the way the dirt roads look. That's why I put some dirt roads in here. But I'll fix that too. Give me a second here. So let's do line... what? Camera? Calm down. Calm down. Okay, line color. Let's give it more of like a burnt color, I guess. There. I mean, I guess that works too. I don't know. If you work in the industrial district, I don't know. Okay, well, let's go in here to the road upgrader, and let's put in the normal, like, paved industrial road right here. We'll do... there. I like the industrial road because it actually is paved, but it still looks kind of gross. It just looks like an old road, I guess. It looks like people have been driving on it for decades, and it hasn't been paved in, like, years. I don't actually actually know what the advantage is to the industrial road. Maybe it lets them drive faster. I don't know. But see, like, it has this, like, all the ruts in them, and it's kind of cracked and gross looking. Where's the sewage? That is an excellent question. So the sewage is over here. This is a sewage treatment plant right here. It's dumping sewage into the ocean. Now, it's not as bad as it might seem. This is purified sewage. Not purified, but, you know, it is treated sewage. It does still, it's not perfectly clean. If I was to put drinking water right next to it, it would pollute the groundwater. I mean, the groundwater. It would pollute the drinking supply. But it is still a lot cleaner than the normal one is. It is possible in this game, and most people when you're first starting out would use one of these, a water drain pipe. This just dumps sewage straight up. Just completely unfiltered, just dumps sewage into the ocean. And it's kind of funny. For illustration purposes, we're going to plop this guy down, and I'm going to hook him up to the water network. So you can see how this guy operates right here. It's lovely. Let's go down level a little bit. All right, let's see it. There we go. That's raw sewage dumping into the ocean right there. It doesn't look. Oh, there you go. Look, the water's turning brown. Yeah, so we're gonna remove that. And this will be an adventure now. We're going to go do other stuff, and then later I'm going to come back and check on the sewage. It moves very slowly. So eventually it will move downstream. It's going to have to go all the way down here and all the way out into the bay. So it'll be around for a while. Just a little speck of sewage. But it's fine. Nobody lives down here. They all live down over here. They're not going to be disgusted. It's fine. There's also like an excess water dump in this game that dumps excess clean water. This is for if there's too much water in my system. Like, see, I have way more. I'm pumping way more water than I need right now, and I have more sewage pumping capacity than I need right now. Just because that's just the way it works early on, because these things pump quite a bit. So I could put one of these excess water drains, and it'll just dump water back out. The pumping service. That's for flooded buildings. The tank reservoir. That's disgusting. You remember what? Let's see. I remember watching a video once, and they built on an island, and they just created an enormous motel around the entire city, and they just dumped raw sewage into it. Do you mean a moat? Is that an autocorrect thing that got that? Like, created a gigantic moat and then just dumped sewage into it? That would be absolutely revolting. I'm not going to do that. What I will do is place down a... let's extend this road. Yeah, moat. Okay, so... oh, I just cut off power, but I'll fix it here in a second. Yeah, so this guy right here... the point of it, first of all, I need to hook it up to the power network here, but okay. Did I not hook up to water? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I need to hook up to water as well as power. Okay. Oh, it's too close to the water here, so it's complaining. Okay. Oh, yep. See, this is why... let me know what I should do here. I have the day and night cycle enabled now, so it's going to be dark. If it gets annoying because you can't see all that much, then I'll turn off the day and night cycle. That's actually why I had it off in the first place. And also the cursor is supposed to be a light, but it's not very bright. Mouse light intensity during night. There we go. That's better, but it's still not super bright. So I'll turn that off if that's difficult to... yeah, so this thing here, see how it has 1% of water in it? So when the city is pumping extra water that we don't need, it's going to store it in here as extra water. Yeah, yeah, okay. I'll turn day-night cycle back off. Sorry. I just thought it'd be entertaining. Okay. It's kind of cool too because at night, I wish I could just like turn off night aesthetically and have it still be night, or have it get darker but not too much darker. What are you complaining about? Why don't you have any power? Oh, we don't have enough electricity. Time for another addition to our wind farm here. Once it starts turning, we'll be fine. Big smart. Big smart. I like the fact that there is a day-night cycle because at night things change. Like there's more crime at night. There's less traffic at night. It just, the way things change, it makes it more interesting in my opinion. But I also don't like that it gets so dark. I wish it was this is a wind farm. It's a collection of wind turbines. It's a wind farm. I mean, they're not just placed along a road. I mean, they kind of are, but the reason they're there is because of the way the wind works. These darker colors here are where the wind is. I suppose I could put them all on this ridge back here. That might look cool. We could do that. What's this? It's like a... Oh, it's like a castle. That's neat. Like a wrecked castle. Okay. So, yeah, what we can do is... Let's pause so they don't get upset. And we'll move all these guys. We'll make it more interesting. Okay. Just make sure we don't bulldoze that castle, because I can't actually build castles in this game, so you just have to admire it like that. There we go. That's more like a wind farm, yeah? So we can then... Oh, that's already connected to the system, so that's fine. But now I'm going to need to reconnect these power lines because they were a pretty central thing. So instead we will... Well... Let's see here. So this can be deleted. Right, no. Let's try this. I'm going to place this right here, but it's going to go... I'm going to raise it up a bit. Go across the highway like that. And then we'll go back down like that on both sides. Oh no? What? Oh no. What happened? Why are you complaining, game? Okay. You're fine. You're going there. 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 I don't know why it was being weird about that, but fine. Everything's connected now. Everyone could stop complaining. Ah! That's all I have to do. Right there. Okay. Unpause. Your neighbor's using a jackhammer. We have new neighbors. They just moved in. Long story short, the neighbor that we had next door, it was this old lady that lived by herself, and she died a little while ago. So the house has been for sale for a while, and these guys moved in next door, and I haven't met them. I think they're hopefully they're nice people. I think they probably are, but they have this really noisy like diesel truck, and they go to work at like 6 in the morning, and they're right next to my sister's bedroom window. It's just kind of unfortunate. She gets up pretty early, though, so it might not bother her. I don't know. I like that wind farm. Yeah, oof is right. It's kind of annoying. I like the way that wind farm looks. I like it a lot. A lot. Okay. We will... I'll take a screenshot. There we go. Perfect. You never know what kind of screenshot you need for the stream once it goes live, you know? Oh, that camera's so slow. Let's go like this, maybe. Is that a good angle? Not really. I wanted to get like an angle of it where you can like see the whole city. Like a good photo of it. Enter photography mode. City's not amazing looking yet. One thing I could do is pop into one of my big cities, and we could check that out. One of the ones I've been working in for a long time, but we don't need to do that right away. That's not a bad view right there. And then I'll go over here and grab one more. Let me know in chat if you want to see one of my big cities. I have an island that's really cool, and then it's like a tropical island with a big tourism industry, and then I have one that's just like a pretty standard city. It has some universities and stuff in it. Industrial demand is huge, so let's go in here and increase that. We'll give you another block here. Actually, I can remove this now, can't I? I think. We'll see. You're not going to lose power, are you? No, it's still connected through there, so that's fine. Why does this not have power? Oh. Duh. Okay. Okay, that should fix that. Stop complaining. You have power. You have power. Yes. Okay, we're good. So that should help the industry over here. Let's increase that zone all the way to the end. Just fill the rest up with industry. I could, but there's not. See this down here? This is the demand down here. Oops. It's 84% demand for industry, which is quite a lot. But if I put in more than they need, they'll sometimes they'll space out, and then they'll create issues where they're not all covered by power at the same time, and it's kind of annoying. Like I could just do the whole thing, but like this is building in pretty quick, so I might be able to pop in another zone pretty quick here. How's this water looking? It's already at 60%, so let's put in another one. I'm not going to put an industrial right here, I think, because there are... I'll probably have more of these water tanks after a while. Yeah, I could just connect the entire area, though. It's not a huge deal. What is this? What are you? Oh, that's just covering that area with water. That's right. So if I look at water now, yeah, there's our water tanks there. We still have more water availability than we need, but we'll be getting bigger then. Make more power then? Oh, the reason why I was disconnected from power is because the power cable got disconnected. I think we're fine on power. Well, we are getting close to it. I can put one more down. And let's see if maybe that... Yeah, there we go. We'll be fine for a while with that. I like those wind turbines. They're cool. Okay. So yeah, so we're going to scale up industry here in a second. In order to scale up industry more, I'm going to need to make a cargo hub, because right now cargo is going to start being a mess. There's going to be a lot of trucks that start coming out, especially from these new buildings, as our zone grows. I would like to build a cargo ship hub, but I can only build ships out here by the ocean, so we'll need to buy another chunk of city at some point. Why in real life do they not place police stations right next to banks? Sometimes they do. That might not be bad. It just depends. Yeah, the response time is usually really, really good, so it's not usually a huge problem, but it depends on where you are. It does seem like a good idea. Like when I make my cities here, I mean, there are no banks in this game. I mean, banks do exist, but you don't like choose where to put banks. So I place my police stations and my hospitals always really close to houses because that's where they're needed the most. I also try to put fire stations in the middle of everything that's going on. That reminds me, has anyone died yet in my city? I need death care. I don't have any death care yet. I should probably get a jump on that before people start dying. So this right here is a lovely building. It's a crematorium. And as soon as they start using, as soon as people die, a hearse will come out to find people and bring them back. Yeah, response time is usually only a couple minutes for police stations. But yeah, good criminals could make it out in that amount of time. But yeah, that's a good question. I'm sure they could put police stations closer to banks. Usually, though, banks are in like more commercial areas, and police stations usually are not in commercial areas because there's higher traffic in commercial areas. So if you have all the police cars that need to get out for emergencies all over the city, right on a big road, then they have to go through all that traffic to get out, which is a problem. But also, banks can have like a side road behind them or something, and you could put a police station there, but then the police would have to cross over the main road to get where they're going, and like traffic is a big concern for a lot of things. Like in this game, when I first started to make cities in here, um, I would um, I would just plop all the buildings on main roads. Not a big deal. Like this right here, even all this commercial on this main road might not work this way for very long, because traffic's gonna get really bad. Um, Banks are in commercial areas because they're a commercial business, um, and people who want to go to a bank are usually going to be, it makes sense to put it in the same area where people are spending money. They go to the bank, they get money out, and then they do that, or near businesses. So you go from work to the bank to deposit your paycheck or whatever. It makes sense to put the two things together. But banks could be on the edge of a commercial area, or near the edge where it would make more sense. Four houses don't have power, or four buildings don't have power. These four. Oh, I see. We don't have enough power. Yeah. Buildings are starting to lose power here. So we can add another one of these in. Yeah, honestly, we might... Yeah, we're at the point now where we need to build more, so... So yes, so I said at the very beginning of the stream, I like to try to keep these cities realistic. And part of being realistic is trying to keep my flow of money in the green. And right now it's not. I'm losing $4,000. Or that's not dollars. Is that pounds? No. Whatever it is. Per week. Which doesn't matter really because I have infinite money. But I like to try to play as if I did. So I try to make sure my city's making money. I can actually raise taxes on some of this stuff. But that does decrease the amount of people that want to move in somewhere. But I will increase that a little bit. Buses. This is the budgets panel, by the way. This is how much I'm spending per week on this. Also, my other... Yes, it is for bank. It is better to have a couple extra drive minutes to get to your bank than it is to to get robbed. That makes sense. I'm sure there are places where there are banks right next to police stations. I just don't know of any. But yeah. As far as police is concerned, we have 17 criminals in jail and 60 jail cells, or 60 places to put criminals. Crime rate's 5%. Let's see. Fire hazard is 41%. That's because there's no fire station in the industrial area. So let's put one right there. Sorry to that one business that I just demolished. And then healthcare is not going to be all that great here. Oh, that's death care. Where's healthcare? Yeah, healthcare is not great in this area either. So we can put one there or across the street from the death care. Cool. There's no police station in the industrial area. There's usually not a whole lot of crime in the industrial areas. So I'm not really worried about that, but yeah, the economy in this game is similar to the real world economy, but it's different also. So also I missed a question back up further in chat for sections. Why don't I buy more of these blocks right now? And I could just buy another one of these blocks right now. I usually don't because you can only buy 9. So I don't always know which direction I want to build in, but I know I'm going to want to build over here. So I will buy this one. And I think, honestly, I'm probably going to buy these two also. But let's just start here. So now our city is double the width. Yeah, let's do a couple things. First of all, we have to connect the areas. So we'll do a... Let's see, what is this road? This road is a 2-lane. Well, it's a 4-lane road. 2 lanes each direction. So we can do this. And of course, this is the kind of road where it doesn't care to build a... You can only buy 9 because the more buildings you place in this game, the more graphics intensive it is, and the slower the computer starts to get. When you're running a 9-chunk world and all the chunks are full of buildings, it can start to be kind of slow. Now, if you have a good enough computer, you can, or you turn down the graphics settings, you can handle it. But it will require, yeah, it's just a lot of work. But it is possible. I've done it before. 4-lane national highway is what I'm going to use for this bridge, I think. Let's try this. There we go. Okay. I'm going to reconnect this power line because that road's going to go straight through it. Okay. Drive this over here. That is dark. What the heck? Ugh. Jokes in chat. Alright. I can't decide if I want 3 pieces to the suspension bridge or 2. What looks better here? Let's do 3. Cool. I like that. Three sections. 3 secciones. Okay. Myrtle Bridge. 3 sections. 3 sections. Alright. So now for these lanes, let's do some lane management here. You can turn there only. You can turn there or go straight. You have to turn. You can turn. Or, no, no. You can go straight. Because these guys are turning into that lane, so we'll keep that nice and open. Which actually might mean turning that off too, right? So that these lanes can both go at the same time. Now this one can go that way, and this one can go that way. That way everyone's only turning into one lane, which will mean that people don't have to slow down as much. Now, one interesting thing about this game, it's designed by a developer in somewhere in Europe. I think it's Britain, but I could be wrong about that. So a lot of this game uses a lot of British things, like the speed signs, for example. I believe that's kilometers per hour. Yeah, that's kilometers per hour. And notice there's no stop signs, because stop signs are not very common in Britain. So there's just this one here, for example, just go when you want. It's kind of like just make sure you don't hit anyone and you can go. Now, I could put a stop sign here. I can, well, yeah, like here, I can tell people like, well, yeah, let's do this. You yield, you have right of way. So that means these guys will stop if there's people coming through from this direction, which seems fine to me. You could also put a stop sign there, but yield is fine. I can put a stop light here, like that. But see, there's not much traffic out here, so I don't need that. So I'm not going to use it. But I will tell those guys to yield. Why aren't they on the left side? They can be. There's an option when you make the world to have either right-handed traffic or left-handed traffic. And I get confused if there's left-handed traffic. I mean, I can work it out, but it just takes my brain a little bit longer to figure it out. So I set them to drive on the right, just because it's easier for me. But yes, the default for the game, I think the default actually depends on where you are from. If your Steam account says you're in an area that drives on the right, it defaults to driving on the right. I'm not sure, but I know that if you choose the European city design, it does automatically. It does automatically drive on the left. But yeah, that's all I know on that really. Yeah, it's I have done a city where you drive on the left before, and it's a little bit irritating. At least I was a little bit irritated by it. You deserve a connection. Oh, it snapped on me last second to the wrong node. There. Thank you. Okay, so this is another example of an intersection where it puts stoplights here, which it doesn't need. So we're going to say, no, none of those. But this road here, you will stop. Stop? Yeah, you'll stop. And that will help there. And is that a stop sign? No. The game has stop signs, but apparently it doesn't always put them in. Make more wind. Yeah, make more power. Make more wind is not something that I can do. This is City Builder Simulator, not God Simulator. So, yeah. So, let's see. A couple things. First of all, I know I'm getting distracted, but I'm looking at this area and I'm thinking, look at how cool this area is. You know what they need? They need something that makes their city, like, or their neighborhood really, really cool. And I can tell you, first of all, I would probably be annoyed with this if I had this in my city, or in my neighborhood, but whatever. I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah. So the question here is, there are two types of whatever, that I can put into this neighborhood. I have this tram track, which is a train that runs down the road, or I have a trolley bus, which is a bus that drives on tires like a normal bus, but it's connected to wires above the road. Trolley bus is, I don't know that the game really needs a trolley bus, but it has a trolley bus. So which one, I'm going to see in chat, which one of these would you prefer that I put in here? A tram, like a train tram, or a trolley bus? They both operate relatively similarly. It doesn't really matter which one I do. I think the tram makes a little bit more noise pollution, but it makes less, like, dirty pollution. So, my personal preference would be the tram. But, hey, there it is in chat. Tram. Cool. Great minds think alike. Alright. Let's do it. Now, I don't know if I want to do it, like, through the middle here, or if I want it to go all the way around the outside. It probably makes more sense to go through this middle section, because it creates more... It's easier to get to. So let's do that. Okay, so now these roads have... It depends on where you are. There are places in Europe where there are actually neighborhoods that have tram tracks like this, and like people don't really care. It would kind of annoy me, I think, but whatever. So now we need to connect this so that the trams can actually get here, and I don't really want to put a tram depot right in the middle of the city. So what we're going to do instead... is this tram? That's metro. This is tram. Okay. We'll put a tram depot. I mean, I would like to put it right here. That would be nice. But it won't let me. Oh, it will. Cool. Connect that up so they can actually get there. Do Joey cam for golf with your friends? Joey cam? Joey's not playing with me, it's just me. Why would I put Joey's camera up? I don't understand. Okay, trolley depot, tram depot, whatever. Eagle Estates tram depot. Okay, let's just start putting in these trams, huh? So we'll do a stop. Oh, yeah, I did have Joey's camera on when we played Golf with Your Friends. That video's on my channel, by the way, for people watching who want to see it. It was pretty great. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so there's one tram line. I'm thinking there should probably be one on the other side of the road, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have two tram tracks if you're only going to have one tram. So we'll do another one here. Just the other direction loop. It's mostly because you don't need to make a loop, but I just happen to make a loop. Hey, check it. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know about you. If you hear that noise, that's why I would be mostly annoyed that the trams are there. For one, again, as I mentioned earlier... Oh, his game here. I see. If I switched over to his gameplay, I would need to have like him sharing his screen in Discord, which would slow the stream down. Because there would be more video feeds coming through on my computer. It's possible. I could do it. We could try it out. I had a little bit of lag the last time we were playing, so it would probably, I mean, it definitely would make it worse to do that. So it's something I could try to work out. So I don't know. What do you think about these trams here? Because I think that if they were going down my street, it would get very annoying. Like that. Not only there's the noise of the tram running, but then there's also that noise right there. When they get to a stop and when they leave, they go ding. He could just record and send me the video. That's true. We recorded that live though, so it wouldn't work for live. If we recorded and put it up afterward, that'd be fine. But when Joey and I did Golf with Your Friends, we streamed it live on Twitch. So yeah, that would be a bit of a problem. Alright, Tram, I have enough of following you now, but what I will do is change this color. Yeah, that's the thing. It looks cool in this game. I agree with you, though. I would absolutely despise it if it was in real life. I would be so irritated. Why is this road green? That's weird. Yeah, it would be really annoying to have one of these in real life. They're mostly like rural country towns in some European countries. But yeah. Alright, so if we go back to this public transport panel again, let's look at trams. This is not trams, right? No, this is trams. The darker colored one, there we go. Eagle Estates, tram, clockwise. Eagle Estates, tram, counterclockwise. Cool. And we'll have that run just during the day. I know I don't have daylight cycle on, but it'd be nice not to have the trams running at night, so. Yeah, so all of the road segments that have a station on them are green. If they have the tram station on them, they're green. I don't know why. I'll tell you one thing. So, a story about trams running down streets like this. There is a street in... I grew up in a town called Hillsboro, which is in northwestern Oregon. And they have this street that goes down... It's called Washington Street in downtown Hillsboro. Downtown, I say, but it has, like, houses. Downtown in Hillsboro is not like downtown Seattle or Portland or whatever. It's not really a big town. But, yeah, they have... this thing there called the Metro Area Transit. It's MAX. It's a light rail train that goes through all the way from Hillsborough to Gresham. It passes through Portland, Beaverton, a bunch of different areas. And yeah, just sleeping and all of a sudden, chug, 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 ding, 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 outside your house. That would be very, very annoying. Yeah, so this train, Max, it runs down Washington Street exactly like this. It actually looks very, very similar to this because there are houses like this on the side of Washington Street. And you, I have driven down Washington Street. It's so scary to have a train right behind your car while you're driving. I have had a train right behind my car while I'm driving. And like when you come to a stop, it stops behind you. And it's terrifying. um, I love it, but it's terrifying. Um, Absolutely terrifying. Okay. But yeah, it looks just like this. Can you imagine driving in front of that tram? I've driven behind one too. Ah! Just drove through us. Yeah. So it's a bit terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Yeah. Just watching these trams. Okay. Cool. Anyway, now that we've done that and gone on a little tangent to look at trains going down streets, I'm going to build a cargo hub. I think over here is going to be a good spot for the cargo hub. Well, let's see here. First of all, are there train tracks in my city? That's a train track right there. So in order to use that train track, I need to buy that segment over there because I don't think there are any trains over here. Oh, there's one. It ends right here. Of course it does. So if I want to actually be able to use the train, I need to buy another segment. This segment would work, or this segment would work. Which one? I like this one because it's really close, but it also has a lot of highways in here. Let's do these two. I should stream Minecraft. I should. There's some privacy concerns with being on the realm. Is the main thing. Everyone needs to be aware of what's going on, but I do want to, and I'm going to try to figure that out. There's like a train yard that already exists here. That's interesting. I'm going to split this off right here from that train yard. Let's do... Where's trains? That's train. Construct train station. It wants me to construct a train station before it'll let me do anything else. That's kind of irritating, but whatever. You can go right here, I guess. Or... I'll move you later. I just need access to the actual train track here. Okay. So now I can go from this node, and I think it'll let me, or it just need to be this node. I just don't like the way that looks. Let's do something like that. Or you just pull it off to the side of the track, like that. Okay. Actually, power is being a problem again over here, isn't it? No. Oh, the train station's complaining about not having power, I see. That's fine. Let's turn it off. Because it's not connected to anything, we don't need it. Okay. So now that I've split this train off, we're gonna go... let's get a little bit fancy with it. Let's curve some tracks around. Like that. Does that make a train bridge? No. Boo. Also, is there a train, like a trolley thing above it? There is. Why? I did not ask for that. need... That's kind of irritating. Why is there automatically trolley tracks above this? That must be a new thing, I don't know. Oh well. It's annoying, but sometimes you have to deal with it. Okay. First, though, this does not at all look good, so we're going to erase it. Try this bridge again. Let's straighten it out, make a straight bridge across. There we go. Actually have like a straight-on train truss going across here. Alright. Cool. That looks better. Look at that. Cool. Okay. For now, we'll just cut this straight across here. Because I don't really care all that much. Where's my 180? Give me my 180. Oh, that's as close as it's going to get, it looks like. There's my 180. Cool. So, I'm going to back this road off a little bit from the coast. Or maybe I'll put the dock over there. But we want a cargo hub. Because this has a train track and road and boat. So I don't really like the way they designed this because if you can't tell here, the train is on the coast side, which is a little bit weird. Can I put that like right here? Interesting. I don't like that. Let's go out here. Yeah, right there's fine. Okay, so here's the cargo hub. It'll allow cargo ships to come in here. And I will connect the road. First of all, I really wish that I could do this as a one-way road. But it won't let me upgrade this for some reason. It's like connected to the cargo hub. Which is dumb, but whatever. We will do from this main road, because this is a highway road, so you can't build roads directly. I mean, you can build roads off it. You can't build houses directly on it. What I will do is build a one-way road, and I'll curve it like that. That's ugly. Okay. Sorry, that bulldoze tool spam right there. Don't bulldoze. Switch. There we go. This angle's not looking too good, so we'll also angle that in. Where's my snap point? Game. Give me my snap point. Whatever. Okay. Still not perfect. I could use the Move It mod here and just like slightly, there you go, bend that a little bit. That looks better. Okay, so we got a one-way road now that comes in here. Oh, I'm going to need to connect water. I haven't connected water at all to these new chunks yet. Let's just connect this one for now. Okay. And then power. Power is going to need to come alongside the bridge here. We'll do like that. As high up as we can. I'll erase this segment. And take it back down to why does it do that? Come on, game. It wants to delete these segments for some reason. See, it's just gonna be a pain in the butt, okay? Yeah, see? It's gonna want to erase every segment one by one. It does that when these towers are elevated, and I don't understand why the game needs to do that. But there we go. Power is now connected to the other side. How much longer will I be streaming? I don't know. What time is it? 3:30? I don't know. Not too terribly much longer. I'll be done by 6 for sure, but probably maybe an hour. I don't know. I'm still having fun for right now, so I want to get this cargo hub connected, and this will be available to watch as well on YouTube afterwards, so I might edit it slightly and re-upload. I'm not sure yet. We'll see though. Why is that oof? It's okay if you can't stay. I understand. Again, it'll be available on YouTube if you want to go back and watch it or whatever. Train track. There we go. So you Alright, that matches up. This is not perfect, but again, I guess I can use the movement mod and just like try to make it look a little better. Okay, so now the train is hooked up to the cargo depot. At the end, it turns around, so it comes to an abrupt end, so it'll just have to turn around. But it can do that. It can back out and switch lanes, so that's fine. That's cool. Okay, so this cargo hub is open, so eventually we're going to see... Oh, this is a one-way road, though, so I need a way out for these guys. They're coming already. They're excited to get rid of their cargo without having to ship it outside of city limits. Okay, we're going to make a turn here. Big, nice curve. Right into there. Now here's my idea here. You usually want a nice long road leading up to your cargo hub. So, if I pause this, we will switch the direction of this road. And I should have thought about that before I did this, but whatever. And the reason for that is because you'll get a lot of cargo that backs up here. Or cargo trucks that back up as they're trying to get in, especially when you have a lot of cargo available in your city. So, yeah, so that'll work. A nice long road. What did I say? Did I say something else? Okay, so when people are leaving here, I want to give them the option, as they leave, to pick a lane. So you can pick that lane or that lane. When they come in, the problem is all these people are going to want one lane. This is a two-lane road because reasons, I guess. There doesn't need to be a two-lane road. I'm going to turn off parking on this entire thing. Yeah, sounds good. A nice long road. Well, it's a nice long curve on a nice long road. Like, this is a long curve, so it looks better because it's a more gradual curve. But yes, it's a nice long road as well. I don't want people changing lanes. It's all about the nice. It is. Everything has to look good, or else there's no point. Okay. So right here, I'm going to make sure these guys... Well, actually, they're going to both need to merge anyway, because this is a... Yeah, I'm just... I'm just going to turn this into a one-lane, one-way, like that. Skinny little road. What's this? Bicycle lanes. No, I don't get what you mean. mean? Sorry, what all about the nice means? Because I figure if all these cars are going to be crammed into one lane eventually anyway, they're fine just being in one lane right now. Oh. Did I say that? Did I say it's all about the nice? Alright, you guys here. This lane can go there. And this lane can go there. But this lane has to go straight. Or, yeah, or that one does that. Actually, no, I can't. That'll mess with the bridge if I try to do what I was just thinking. Okay, you here, go straight across. And you here, go straight across. And then for all these, oh, that's a one-lane road anyway. At the end here, there we go. Obviously, those guys have to go straight. I don't want... Oh, these cars are going to have to turn around. There should not be any cars on that side of the road. But there could be, I guess. Also, why is that stupid blue line for the road curve when it could have gone straight? The blue line for the road. What blue line for the road? Or is it back here where I was before? Talking about this intersection right here. Which one are you talking about? Oh, this curve? It's just a smooth line, I guess, if that's what you're talking about. Just to look better. I don't know. I don't know what the point is. Cool. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Also, what's with this random... The Stonehenge! What the heck? Why does my city have Stonehenge? I mean, that's cool and all, but... Screenshot. Alright. The city of Stonehenge. It looks horrible. What looks horrible? The line looks horrible? You only see the line when you're in that road edit mode. Also, that is not part of the game. That is a mod. So, it's called Traffic Manager, and it's the best mod. But it does have some issues. And now that is very cool. What is very cool? Oh, the Stonehenge? And all the Dr. Seuss looking trees around it. It's like what was it? The Lorax and the trees. He likes his trees. All these colorful trees all around here. There you go. Lorax Monument. Alright. Cargo hub. I haven't seen any trains yet. Why is this truck so slow? I want traffic to go faster on this road, so we're going to do a little bit of a thing here. Let's do a no speed limit. How much of a disaster is that going to be? Just let them go whatever speed they want. The trees are very nice, just a very small quantity. Yeah. It's kind of a random place, huh? I don't want anyone in this lane, so that you will be 10 miles per hour. Unlimited speed. Go, guys, go. I should make an Autobahn in my city. The highway with no speed limit. In go all the... Look at all the hot dog trucks. Hot dogs, donuts, and soda. That's what everyone's all about. The people in my city really like hot dogs. That's all I have to say about that. My next goal should be fixing the whole losing money thing. That's a good idea. One thing I could do is raise the toll rate for people coming into my city. $2 to come into the city and $4 for trucks. It's not like they have that much of a choice. There's a lot of people come in. Another thing I can do, well, let's see. There's a lot of residential demand, so I could build some more houses, or I could raise taxes on residential, which will decrease the demand for more people to move in, but I'll get more money from the people who are already here. So I could go like 11% on that. I could actually go 11% across the entire board. Raise taxes a little bit, which will help. But I also just need, there's stuff that you lose money on in this game no matter what you want to do. So my buses are costing me 5,800 and I'm getting 176 from them. So as you can tell, not great there. I can also set some citywide policies. So I can do recycling. What does recycling cost? Slightly reduced garbage accumulation, slightly reduced tax income. Eh. Okay. High ticket prices, that will help, but it might result in less passengers. So that's an important thing to consider. Taxation. City planning. Lightning rods. Oh, for a thunderstorm. What's a VIP area? Oh. Harsh prison sentences? Yeah. What does that do? I don't remember. Double the usual prison sentences. That's the only effect. Yeah. Problem is, prisons can fill up pretty quick if you do that, but that's fine. I'll build a penitentiary if I need to. Let's try, well, I don't know that I want to try high ticket prices. I'm a little worried. But you know one thing that I did remember suddenly by going to this menu? We don't have any schools. Oops. That's why everyone in my city is uneducated, which is also going to be a problem for one, because we have this industrial right here. If everyone in the city is smart, then I can replace that with offices. Right now, if I put offices, nobody would work there. So what we're going to do here, we're going to start in Eagle Estates, and I'm getting sidetracked from the task of making the city profitable. Iron Heights Prison. That's a good name for a prison. If I make a prison, I'll call it that. Elementary school, or we could go with a community school, which is an alternative to that. Yeah, I think this is a fancy smancy neighborhood right here. They get a community school. Okay. Elementary school. It's a community school. So, look at that. They've got a garden on the roof. You can't make money if people are too stupid. Actually, on the contrary, if your people are stupid, you are more likely to be able to get them to give you money for stuff they shouldn't have to give you money for. But, yeah. It does help if they can actually make some money. Look at all the solar panels on top of that school. You know what? I just had an idea. I could turn Eagle Estates into a environmentally sustainable neighborhood. Problem is, all the houses will be replaced. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah. Self-sufficient buildings. This might hurt a little bit. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, let's speed this up because it's going to have to happen anyway. Yeah, so all the houses have to be demolished and replaced with environmentally sustainable houses. But I have enough residential demand that hopefully it'll work. Expand Eagle Estates. That's a good idea too. I could do that. I don't want it to be too massive. I'd rather make like another one next to it if it gets to that point. But let's see here. Oh, they're building in now. As they're building in, we can check out these houses. The environmentally sustainable houses are pretty cool looking. This is like modern looking buildings. This has now become a super fancy neighborhood right here. bunch of them will have solar panels on the roof. I can also start packing people in more, because right now I'm not packing people in. This is low density. It's all like houses. Once the city gets big enough, like here, commercial demand is pretty high. So what I can do here is create high density commercial along this patch right here. And this one right here. Since it's so fancy. Do what with it because it's so fancy? The expanding it part? That community school looks really cool. This house, my word, that is a fancy looking house. I will also specialize not industrial, commercial. We'll make it a organic and local produce, because nothing says fancy neighborhood like organic and local produce. And then we will take out some of these houses. I'm going to take out right here and replace this block with businesses, because there are businesses inside of residential neighborhoods sometimes. We can also put them along the main strip as well, but they need some shops to be able to go to. So, you know what else you have in a fancy neighborhood? You got to have some parks. Let's do a botanical garden. Is that sufficiently fancy enough? Whoa, everyone's happy about that. They're going to start upgrading their houses, just you watch. You're going to start seeing some arrows and they're going to go ding. It'll happen. It'll happen. Just, it might need a little bit of time. Fancy botanical garden. Also a yoga studio. Like, obviously there's got to be a yoga studio here. Forget what those look like. But they're in here somewhere. It's like a yoga garden or something like that. Is that what this is? Tropical garden. Oh, that's cool though. Fancy neighborhoods need tropical gardens. Your house will suffer for the tropical garden. There you go. That's fancy. Bouncy house. A bounce house? I don't think a bounce house it really fits in my super swanky neighborhood here though. I don't know. But I did also only put it in an elementary school, so we need to put it in another one too. We did the elementary school, and then we also need the high school. Or, sorry, the Institute of Creative Arts, which replaces the high school. This game does not have middle school, so you're just elementary school and then high school. So, let's put that right here. Will it fit here? No. Eagle Estates is your neighborhood. You want to live in Eagle Estates? Alright. Yeah, that's a fancy looking high school. What the heck? This will be called Eagle High. Yeah, Eagle High. There we go. Oh, oops. Yeah, some places are just like K through 8 and then 9 through 12. Or K through 5 or K through 6 and then the 6 through 12 or 5 through 12 or 7 through 12. Look at this, like the path on the side of the high school, like it looks like those are classrooms under there. There's like windows. That is incredible. Eagle's Perch. For what? For the high school? That works. That works. These people are looking for workers. Oh, they need... Yeah, that's not great. They need uneducated and educated workers because of the type of business they are. And they're in a neighborhood with very highly educated people. Um, um, New neighborhood time. Not upgrade. Okay. Oh, I need to get rid of this train station still. I don't actually know how far this neighborhood's gonna go, but... I mean, we could just make it go all the way to the end here. Yeah, let's do that. This neighborhood is more complete, huh? What? What do you mean, what? What did I miss? Okay, so this will be the next area here. All right, we will... These two neighborhoods are going to back right up to each other, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I'm going to do it anyway. I should put like one tile in between, so it can be like, you know, a layer of trees or something, but do this instead. Dean, hi! Dean! I kind of want to leave it like that now. You know what I just realized? Oh no, they can get from there too, never mind. Okay, so over here, we're gonna build another little neighborhood. I mean, I should build something off of here, honestly, but... Here instead, a little bit of a crossroad there. These poor businesses, they don't have anyone that wants to work there because there's no one living nearby. Let's do what kind of district should we do here? I really want to try something here, but I'm not sure it'll work. Off the back of this neighborhood, I'm going to try something a little bit different. can also connect this too, just to get them more ways in and out of their middle neighborhood. Right here, we're gonna have, I think, also another rich neighborhood, maybe, or it doesn't need to be. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Should this be another rich area or a less rich area? I'm thinking maybe another rich area. I don't know. I need to decide something soon. It doesn't need to be rich, it just means self-sufficient or not. Because, I mean, I think the self-sufficient buildings make you more money, right? Consumes 30% less electricity, produces 30% less garbage, generates 30% less tax income. So, the self-sufficient buildings make you less money. They're better for the environment, but they make you less money. So we're going to do a normal one here, I think. I'm still financially losing. Look at them build. They are excited. Let's pause for a second. I'm going to zoom in here. I just got an idea. And the trams are initially not going to be happy about it, but we're going to make it work. Trams. We're going to do regular roads in here, which will cut off the trams access. So I know it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But what we do then is upgrade these to tram roads. And then we have these under transport here, under tram. Yeah, tram track. So through here, it makes a road that only the trams can go on, that traffic can't. So that the tram is still connected, but there's not 3 roads here. It just looks like it, but there's not. So now we go back in under trams, do high density also. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to do high density. My problem is if we have the main city and then a low density and then all of a sudden back to high density, it's going to look weird. So I'm going to put high density back here, I think. So we'll do, I mean, it might not matter as much as I think it does, but we're going to have to redraw these trams, aren't we? Yeah, darn it. That was my own bad. I messed it up. They're going to be all like, where's our trams? Ah! Okay, it's fine. I'm giving you new trams. Just calmate. All right. Oh, oops. Why the sad face? What did I do wrong? About the high density? We will make high density. I'll make high density right away next. I just need to finish the trams here real quick. Just got a phone call. Pushed it through. I actually should probably take it. Give me a second. All right, I've returned. Let's get that back up. Okay, so while I was on that phone call real quick, I just went ahead and um, adjusted the tram colors and names and stuff like that. I think there are now 4 trams in each direction. That's good, because there was 2 before and we just doubled the width of this thing, so I think that'll work. Yeah, so fixing our money and making high density are going to go hand in hand, because in theory we should make money off of our new civilians, provided we do it correctly. So this area in here is going to be more, well, currently they're having problems with getting enough people to work at our high density commercial, but we can still bring the people in there. I can also drag this all the way down to the end of the street, like that. So we'll get more coming in here. How's this coming in? Okay. Oh, power. Power's a problem. That makes sense. I built a lot of new houses there. So let's pause for a second. Let's go in here. I'm actually going to move some of these closer together so that I can fit more in here. And hopefully that looks all right. I'm just going to place a ton. Why not? I mean, I know we're trying to work on money right now, so not the greatest idea maybe. Now that's a wind farm. No, it's a little bit excessive, but look at that. We're not losing as much money as we were before. We're at 4,600 now instead of, or 4,700 basically, rather than 7,000. So that's good. I need to turn on my fan. With this computer, it gets really hot in my room when the door's shut and the computer's on. Oh, I just almost ripped my headset off my head. I'm just like being super clumsy today. All right. So these guys are still complaining about not having enough workers, even though a bunch of them are moving in right now. So I guess we could build another bus line, huh? I didn't think about that, because this tram line's not going to be super useful right now because it's just moving people around their neighborhood. There's not any outside connection. You know, it's only good if you want to get on the tram and get off at someone else's house. You know, that's not as useful. So a better way to do that is to connect a bus to the tram line. So they get on the bus, they go there, get on the tram, or vice versa, depending on which direction they're going. So for this one, we'll make a new line. Right. Sorry for the cough there. And we will bring them a bus in this way, and those dinging noises, by the way, those are those upgrade noises I was talking about. People are happy. That's good. And then we'll bring the bus over to this commercial area here. Or actually, like that instead. No, right here. I wish there were more options sometimes in some of these roads. Cool. So the Eagle Estates line, we'll call it, I guess we'll call it the Eagle line. This will be green, because it's like a sustainable neighborhood. Make it like a minty green maybe, and that'll be a daytime only line. Cool. So now that bus comes through there, it'll get people around the city easier, hopefully. I still don't see any inner city buses coming in, unfortunately. But these green buses, those are the inner city, not inner city, sorry. Those are the buses going to our newer areas, our richer areas. There's a lot of demand for people still, so I'm going to go in here and make a new area. Let's do... not right there. Let's make an area coming off this way. Oh, that's a tram track. Oops. That is not what I meant to do. Let's do one of these instead. Okay. So for this here, we'll do yeah, that worked out perfectly. Nice. There's a couple things that are going to start to go wrong here as soon as I start building this industrial area. For one, right now this area is too traditional with intersection styles. I don't think it'll work very well for downtown. Now it is a grid style, so it will it'll work fine for, you know, gridded stuff. But why are these guys still complaining they don't have any workers? There are tons of workers here. If you need educated workers, I mean, if you need uneducated workers, then they live over here. They don't have any schools over there. Although, you know, this should be a wealthy area. It's on the side, it's on the coast, but it's currently not. Let's see what upgrade level. Welcome back in the chat. This is now a level 2 or level 3 building? Level 2 building. What has been missed? Well, let's see. We expanded the trams all the way over here. We put a bus line in so that people could move between the tram system and the main area of the town. I gridded out this area back here, which is going to be houses here in a moment. And what else? I think that's it. One thing we are going to do, though, is... So, basically, the problem here... These intersections are going to get really busy once there's houses down here. Because this is the main road. One way, actually, that I can tell better that that's the main road is we're going to upgrade that and put some trees on it so it's prettier. That'll make it so people can't park on this road, but that's fine because there's not going to be any houses built on this road. So it'll work just fine. We'll actually do that on these roads too. So, and these ones. This would be good places for trees too. The entrance roads to these different cities or different neighborhoods. Yeah, that's really all that was missed in the last 5 minutes. No parking on that one either. That's fine. Or this one. This one also can have trees. It's going to raise land value to have trees here, which is going to make houses cost more money, which is going to make people happier because they want their good land value. So that'll work there. Oh, but now I cut off this bus stop, didn't I? Why are you cut off? You shouldn't be. Yeah, you're fine. You don't need to stop there, though. It's right around the corner from that other one. Okay, look at all those people waiting for that bus. Oof. How many people are waiting there? Waiting for the green line. This bus is full. There are 42 people waiting. Where? Show me the stop. It's supposed to go there when I click on it, but whatever. Blah, blah, blah. This one has 143 people at it. That's a lot of people at one bus stop. 195 over at this. That's 195 people waiting for the bus right there. Maybe we should have some more buses. So we currently have 10 buses there, and all these buses are full. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give them 5 more buses and see if that helps. Yeah, increase buses. It's really only this bus line that I think has a problem. Let's check the overall. The industrial shuttle, how many people are waiting here? Not a whole lot. Yeah, there's barely anyone waiting for these buses. So the industrial shuttle is fine. The coastline one. That's a lot of COVID. Oh my gosh. Not in my city. There's no COVID here. This bus stop has 16 people waiting, but buses hold. Yeah, they all fit on that bus, so that's fine. This one's fine too. The coastline subloop is fine. And the regular coastline loop, let's check that out. Yeah, honestly, they don't need that many buses. I'm going to cut that down to 3 buses. So yeah, it's just, there's a lot of people that want to take the bus from this new green line. So hopefully that will be fixed by having more buses on the line. We'll let that run for a little bit, and I'll come back and check again. So for this area here, as I was saying earlier, I keep getting distracted from this. You'll see also we're doing a lot better on money now. We're down by 2,000 a month instead of 2,000 a week rather than 7,000. So we're doing better there, and I predict that's going to get even better as the as we build more houses. So we're going to open. I think it's Control O. There it is. Aha. Boom. Sweet. One thing about me, I love me some roundabouts. Absolutely love them. So we're going to pop in some roundabouts. I'm actually going to make the radius of this one. These are going to be lesser roundabouts. So we're going to make the 30. Cool. Wait, why don't we do a 2-lane road with trees? Yeah, because that's the kind of road that we're using here. There. Pretty. Cool. So now for the rest of them here, we will open these roads and upgrade these to be trees. Tree roads. I wish I could turn off the rain because it's kind of making a little bit of lag in the game, isn't it? So that's a bigger roundabout, and the ones down here are smaller. And everything here should be set up right. Let's see if. Oh, wait, that's not good. Why is this roundabout a 2-way road? That is awful. That's a terrible idea. You never want a 2-way roundabout. How much RAM do I have? 20 gigabytes of RAM in this computer. It's a weird number, I know. Usually it would be like 16 or 32 or something like that. But I have 20 because I bought 16, and then I happened to also, my computer already had 4 in it before I upgraded. So, yeah. There are 20 gigabytes of RAM in this computer, and almost all of it's being used at this moment. This game is very graphically intensive. I could save it by turning down graphics quality, but I don't really want to do that. Plus, it still is pretty smooth. I'm not getting 30 frames per second, but it's pretty smooth. So why are there buildings in the middle of my roundabout? Get out of there. No buildings on a roundabout. That slows stuff down so bad. Do not build buildings on a roundabout ever. That would be awful. Okay. Now those roundabouts are in there. Yeah. Oh, really? What? Oh, really what? Like the game takes a lot of RAM? Like it's all being used? Yeah. Why are these guys still upset? They really want people to move in, I know. So this big block now is going to be one big district. I'm probably just going to call it downtown, but we could come up with something fancy for it, I suppose. Okay. So we're going to do... Actually, this part here is not going to have any houses on it, the part with the roundabout. So we're going to cut that off. It is a weird number, yeah. So my computer originally had 4 gigabytes of RAM in it. And then I have a lot of RAM slots. I think I have 6 RAM slots. So when I got my 16 gigabytes of RAM, I got 2 8 sticks. I just left the older ones in there because they were the same speed, so it's not going to slow anything down. The same quality of RAM. They're just smaller sticks. So I set up the DIMMs all right. They're all layered correctly. That's one area I actually know what I'm doing. So I got that all set up. Just 20 is a bit of a weird number. Okay. So this area here, I could make it another one of those fancy sustainable buildings districts, but again, that makes me less money. Oh, hey! Look who's making money. Look at that. We're not in the red anymore. Woot woot. So now I could make some sustainable buildings here and it'd be fine. They will make less tax income, but I am making some money. Now, making $74 a week is not exactly that much. You see it's going back down again now too. 14. It's probably going to go negative in a second. Oh, it went back up to 20. There's negative 63. So we're like right at the fringe. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to zone the commercial here to be, I think, tourism? Not tourism. Let's do leisure. We'll do the office buildings can be IT cluster. But we're not going to... Well, let's see. What does IT cluster actually do? Generates more tax revenue. That's good. And then this one, the leisure commercial zones are active 24/7. That's good. That's really good. But it does cause noise pollution, which is not great. A whopping $14. Well, it's better than losing $7,000. I'd rather make $14 an hour than lose $7,000 an hour. All right. So if you come up with a name for this in chat, we can use it. But for right now, this is just going to be called downtown. Policies. We should probably set some policies here. We will... prefer parks. Costs money for parks, but it draws more visitors to the parks. That's fine for now. We don't need that. Yeah, I'll leave that alone for right now. Yeah, I know I'm back to losing 1,000, so we need to... Oh, I need to do this. This industry district, I need to set the policy so they filter their waste. I didn't even think about that. Filter industrial waste. That will cost us a little bit of money, but it's going to make the ground a lot cleaner. Do high ticket prices? You're right. It will decrease the problem with that is that the less people that are using the buses, the more people are going to be driving, which is going to make traffic a lot worse. But yeah, there are options. I'm gonna actually I got an idea, a random idea here. Is it here? Yeah, there it is. Let's make a walking path through here, so they can. There you go. So that more people can get in here without having to, because they're less likely to walk if they have to go a really long way. So that will help, giving them a nice shortcut right there. And I can also use pavement paths to connect a lot of other areas, but I won't do that right this second. We need to start getting those people in here. So, let's pack them in. Packing them in like sardines. Oh, not all the way up there. No, 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 no. We just want them in these blocks right here. All right, here they come. Moving in. I should have zoned part by part, but it will reduce. Yeah, I just looked at chat again. I'm thinking about the buses now. I'm thinking about, do I want to do high ticket prices or not? Because if I do the high ticket prices, less people will ride the bus, which will reduce the pile up. You're correct, but then that'll also put more people on the road. So I really don't know what to do about that one. Yeah, they're gonna complain about power. I need to give them some power. Just speed things up. Get those buildings in here. Do 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 do. See those little arrows and the dinging noises over there as people upgrade their houses. Those houses are getting fancier and fancier in Eagle Estates as we speak. People are moving in. What is the deal with this building? Shorty. I'm trying to build a skyrise district here and you're like 4 stories tall. Some of these buildings are pretty short. It's a little weird. Let's do a couple things. First of all, I mean, we're going to need some bigger stuff here anyway. So let's do hospital, like a full hospital. I'll put that right here. What's not very nice? Calling the building a shorty? Fire precinct. Let's start with the police precinct because it's larger. I want to make sure it fits. Why won't you go there? I get it, there's a building there. But you should still go there. Okay, there you go. Look at that hospital. That's massive. I mean, it's not actually that massive for a hospital, but... Look at this. Just like that, we have a massive downtown going in. That is really cool. Another thing we should work on, yeah, now that I popped all those utilities down, we're losing money again, quite substantially. But let's see, let's raise taxes a tiny bit more. Can actually raise taxes even higher on those kind of lots, and usually it's fine. If we start seeing people complain about taxes, we can change that again, but we'll probably be fine. What we should work on is elder care and child care. So we have a child health center. That's something that we should put in like the fancy building. Let's put it like right across from the elementary school. That's a good place for it. Those houses will need to rebuild. The child healthcare center will be a good thing to have. Also, the elder care, which technically the elder care is a retirement home, but they call it a elder care instead. That's pretty large. I'm gonna put it somewhere else then. Let's put it right. I don't know if that'll fit or not. What are these? Oh, that's the police station and the firehouse. Okay. Where should the retirement home go? We could put it right here. Let's put it actually on this side. How far does that reach, though? So yeah, see, people will only come to this lot from inside that blue circle, that light blue circle. So I think that's, well, let's put it right here, actually. That's fine. There you go. Nice big retirement home. Look at this car. Radical, dude. Far out. Alright. Totally groovy, man. How many more do I got in me? Out of sight. No, I'm done. Okay. So now we've got some of that stuff in here. We should start making some of that money back because people are going to be happy to get those utilities. We also need... Parks cost money, but they make people happy. And that raises also... What's this? Oh, wildlife preserve. We don't need to do that right now. A basketball court. Why not? There you go. Look at that land value going from red to blue. I just like that. Very nice. Let's do a dog park. Rich people like dogs. Let's put a dog park in here. I'm getting a call. I am on a stream. How rude. Hang on 1 second. Alright, where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? Okay, rich people like dog parks. That's where we were talking about. Where do we put the dog park? Dog park. Ooh, those people are happy about that. Like, yes, we have somewhere to walk our dogs. Yes. And that is how good of a, I don't know how good of a dog park that is. It's just got a bunch of ramps and teeter-totters and stuff for the dogs to walk on. There's a loop. But, I don't know. Maybe it's not a great idea to have a dog park right next to a bus stop and next to a tram. It might scare the dogs. Whoa! Did you see that? That bus almost hit that tram. We might need to do some giveaway stuff here. Yeah, let's do that. Yield to the tram. Thank you. Yield. Well, these guys don't need to. Oh, no! Water! What are you complaining about? We don't have enough water. It's going to cost more money now to get that water. Apparently these water tanks have not stored enough. But, yeah, they're all out. But now that we have this... Oh, look at that sucking up water. Slurp. Slurp. Look at that. You can see it from a distance here. It's all getting sucked up by the water pump. It actually needs to move further down shore, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Look at that. We're sucking up so much water that the actual shoreline is going down. Alright, how much water are we making now? More than enough. So these are going to start filling up again. I'm actually going to make more of these so that we don't have to worry about it. You guys are complaining about not having enough sewage capacity. Does that mean sewage is also having a problem? It is. Yep. A disaster strikes. Sewage is backing up. Gross. I just saw that in chat too, right after I found that out. A little late. And that doesn't exactly line up, but whatever. Okay, I forgot what all these different plants are. This is like an inland water treatment plant. Oh, it puts pollution into the ground instead of into the river. I see. Advanced inland. But ground pollution is 20, and this one is ground pollution 100, so it's better. What are these? Eco inland. 45 pollution. Eco advanced inland, 7 pollution. That's a lot better, but still. Pumping service. Oh, this is the pumping service is for if you have flooding in your town. So I don't know if we have the need for that really. We don't have a whole lot of flooding in our town, but we need to be aware of that in case it does decide to flood in the future. Oh, I see. Yeah, the stream delay is a bit of an issue there. This road is kind of redundant, isn't it? I could put commercial out here, but there's no demand for commercial. Currently, there's no demand for anything. Are we running out of power again? Good grief. Thunderstorm. This produces 112 to 160. This produces 240. So this is what's going in. My favorite power station. This is the solar updraft tower, and it is amazing. Look at that. I mean, it looks better when it's not raining. So we'll see later. Also, garbage. Stuff just all goes wrong at the same time, doesn't it? So everything's fine, and then all of a sudden, 20,000 things go wrong. What is this again? Sometimes the game just doesn't want to tell me what things are. There we go. Waste transfer facility. That's what we're going to do here. The incinerator down here, I think we can replace it with this, right? Yeah, let's do that. Buy incinerator. Really, that doesn't fit there? Grr. Grr. I don't want to put it right next to the city. I could put it here, I guess. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, things are not great right now. I think the demand might be because of high taxes. What's this right here? No educated workers, no workers, 153 people are reporting that they have a garbage pile up. So we'll deal with the garbage right now. What is the oops? What is the ground pollution of this building? 250. Yeesh. Can I move? Oops. Can I move you? Ah. Relocate building? No, I can't because it's full of trash. Okay. Can't move you. You're full of trash. We need a place for our garbage facility. Honestly, I think the garbage facility should probably go up by the cargo hub because nobody's really going to be using it out here. Or nobody's going to really care out here, I should say. Yeah, let's do that. Dirt road. I'm going to build a separate road because this is a one-way road. Okay, I fix that. I don't have a whole lot of experience with these specific garbage things. Why is slope too steep? Okay, there's our garbage plant. Oh, they're going to complain about water, of course. Everyone's a complainer. It generates power, so I want to have it hooked up to the power system. Okay. Look at all that available electricity we have now. That means I can actually decrease the electricity budget by quite a bit. Let's get an electricity overlay up so I can see how much I need to do this. Yeah, we're back up to losing almost $8,000 again. Good grief. We're spending most of our money right now on public transport. So we'd have to push down buses. Garbage plant? Why would you plant garbage? That is a great question. Why would you plant garbage? It sounds like a horrible idea. Look at all these people complaining about garbage. I get it, okay? I'll build more little garbage transfer facilities. I know you're not going to like it right next to the fancy town, though. Yeah, let's put one up here. Garbage processing status is fine, so now we just need to wait for those garbage trucks to actually get out there and do something about it. In the meantime, there is zero demand for more buildings, which is why all that's happening. What's wrong with the prison system? Oh, there's not enough jails availability. Here's when we get to have some fun. We get to build a penitentiary. Alright, penitentiary is what I meant to say. A prison or... Ooh, that costs money. I don't know if we're there yet, but that would be fun. Okay, let's do... Why is the slope there too steep? Yeah, you get to sit right next to the... You get to smell the garbage burning all day. How about that? There's the prison. Or, unless you can come up with like a better idea for me or where we need to put the penitentiary. Because the best place for it would probably be like up on a hill or something like that. Like out of the way. Not too close to water. I mean, it is kind of close to water. We don't want people to escape, you know. Iron Heights Prison. I like that name. It's not really in the Heights, but... Is that from something? Is that like from a game or something like that? I thought it'd be cool to put one of these down. These are weird roads, but this road is a completely unmarked road. It's just a blank slab of concrete. Which turns out, I learned this recently, last month actually, that if you're on a massive highway with like 4 or 6 lanes or something like that, and it doesn't have any marks on it whatsoever, it's absolutely terrifying. Those exist. I've driven on one, and they're not fun. Um, Look at that person. Look at all the inmates. They're like, man, I shouldn't. That guy's dabbing. That's weird. Okay. Look at that. That lady. There you go. It's dabbing again. Oh, it's from DC. I see. It's from The Flash. Got it. Does everyone dab there? Are these all like criminals from like mega villains of the Dabbers Anonymous Club? All right. There are no superheroes in this game, so hopefully there's no supervillains. I love how like these cars are coming at like a relatively normal speed, and then they get down here and they're just like full power. No speed limit. Go drive. Oh look, there's a train. It's going away. It's driving backwards, by the way, just in case anyone's wondering. This is the locomotive up here. Yeah, it's driving backwards. Oh, there's another train. Wait, hold up. I want to watch the train that is coming into the city. This is a weird camera view, but... Alright, thanks for watching. See you later. I might not be on that much longer, we'll see. Connect this up here. Yeah, because of the direction that the trains are going back up onto the track, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for them to come up on that side of the track. So instead, we'll come up on this side like that. I know that's ugly, but that's what the move it mod is for. Okay, so now we'll go like that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, that should be good. There we go, they're actually using it too. Awesome. And I think actually this train track can be one direction train track, or a single direction train track. Like that. Yeah, this one. Go like that. And we'll go page down here. Cool. So now the train track splits like that, which is perfect. Some of these tracks don't look great, like the slats disappear. Cross beams, whatever they're called, I forget. Trusses? No, not trusses. I almost feel like it should come up and make them stop for the train, but I don't really want to slow down cargo, is the problem. But for aesthetic purposes, though, I put so much work into this already, though. I mean, not a whole lot, but... yeah, I mean, I guess we might as well do it now. Let's pause real quick. Build this. Not upgrading, just moving, making a new track. What? Let's not do that. Oh, this is just lower, that's the problem. Okay. Alright, so we'll continue this through like so. This will go down to ground level eventually. Like that. Continue power through. Oh, come on. that. Let's bring it alongside the road like so. And I think we'll do a passenger train at some point, which is why I want it there. I mean, we could actually bring it closer. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring it like all the way up. So for the crossing, though, we don't want to be right up next to it. We want to leave a little bit of room, so we'll go like that. So then we'll go... use the movement mod a little bit here. Straighten this out. Well, I like having a bit of a curve there, but not too much. All right. Now, realistically, bringing this train right next to the prison right here is not a great idea. But it's fine. I'm gonna have to follow this curve, huh? I know that's ugly. I'll go back in here and fix it. Okay. What the heck? No. Keep a more subtle curve and we'll adjust it like this. I still don't like that curve that much. I'm trying to make it more more subtle. How's that? That'll be fine. This could look better, but yeah, that works. It will slow down traffic a little bit because of the rail crossing, but well, that is a really abrupt. What is with that? goes up quite a bit right there. This road speed decreases here quite a bit, doesn't it? It shouldn't. It doesn't need to. Why do speed signs have to be so weird if you put them into miles per hour? Yeah, those signs are just weird. Do 50 along this road. This road can be 35. Like all of these should be 25. Because they're residential. We'll do, same here, 25. This area right here can be 35. I mean, it is a small stretch, you're not going to get up to that speed, so maybe we'll just, we'll leave it at 30. What about that? I'm being really nitpicky with this, I know. And this big long road can be 35 as well. I know it's the same kind of road as the 25, but we're gonna, and then when it gets here, it can be 45. This turn will make 40 to like ease the transition in. So 45 on this road. I wonder if the speed signs are still, yeah, they're still. Interesting. More trash problems, huh? Hmm. Wonder if they're how efficient that is. Landfill usage is kind of high. It's not actually landfill, it's the temporary garbage facilities, but still. You gonna wait? Oh, no? Okay. It's all good. Alright, well, thinking that's going to be it for today, guys. Getting a little tired. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours, so time to not be anymore. Thank you all for watching. If you missed any of this, it'll be on YouTube. That's the plan anyway, for you to go back and watch. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know if I should be streaming on YouTube or Twitch. I've been streaming normally on Twitch, but I'm trying it on YouTube now. I feel like I kind of like the YouTube Live Studio better than Twitch's Studio a little bit. It's less control, for sure, but it could be a little bit easier. Plus, I've had fewer issues with this. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at ProteusLP. That'll be on the screen here in a second for the farewell bumper thing that I put up there. As well as on Twitch at Proteus846 and on YouTube, well, where this is. I don't have really a good YouTube channel link. I use bit.ly/ProteusLP to take you to my YouTube channel, but that's a short link. So anyway, next time we'll deal with the sickness that's spreading through our city, and some education problems that we've got. And also it looks like heating says it's a problem, but it's plenty hot here. We don't really need heating, so yeah, maybe we'll expand across to the other side of the river next time or some stuff like that. So we'll see. City's not in the greatest state right now, but we'll get into a better place. All right, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.